You must have used different AI agents to do all sorts of tasks, but do you want an AI that actually works for you instead of just chatting? And no, that doesn't mean writing tons of code to create an AI agent, but more like click a button and make your AI. So I'm talking about Make AI. In this tutorial, I'll show you how you can create a content calendar for your content with full support from Google Gemini, and you don't even have to think about any ideas. So let's get started with the tutorial. First off, you need to sign in to your Make AI account. If you don't already have one, click on the Start Building Free and you can sign up either using Google or using email. Then you'll be asked some questions which you can fill out and we'll land directly on our dashboard page. Here you can select the Create Scenario button, which will open a whiteboard kind of layout after you click on the Build from Scratch option. Now you'll see this giant purple button with an add sign. So you're going to click on that and add in a webhook. Now you're going to select the custom webhook option. So let me explain you quickly what a webhook is. Basically, to start any workflow, you need a starting point and you want to trigger the following actions after the starting point has been reached. So webhook is like a triggering point that starts the whole web flow. So now click on the create webhook option and then you can name your webhook from this here. I've named it content creator and you can simply click on the save button and it will create this website URL that you can copy, and every time you hit this URL it will start the workflow. So after doing that you can click on the save button and now our starting point of the workflow is being defined. This is a quick overview of our workflow that would be to get content calendar idea from Gemini, then parse it and add it to our Google Sheets. So let's get started by adding in a module, which you can do by clicking on this add another module button, which will create a flow from webhook to another module. And here we are going to select Gemini. So click on Gemini, search for it, and you can select the Google Gemini AI. And here you have different options. If you are creating a very simple app flow like what we are doing right now, you can select the simple text prompt, which is a integration that Make AI provides without having to add any of our API details or anything. And if you're using Make AI to create something more intermediate level or something rather complex, you can use the generate a response version, which will ask you to add your API keys. So let me first show you how you can do that and then we'll switch to simple prompt because that's what we need right now. So I'm going to click on this one here and then you have to create a connection to your Gemini AI. So click on the create connection button and here you'll have to add in your API key. Now you'll ask me where to find the API key. It is very simple. You just need to go to Google AI Studio. So this is Google AI Studio where you can sign in with your Google account and simply go to the get API key options where you'll have a default key. And don't worry, this isn't build one, it is using the free tier. So you just have to copy it by clicking on this copy API key button and then you can go back and add it. But if you want to create some other API key, you can click on this create API key option as well, but you already have a default one, so just use that. So here you just need to add in the API key that you just copied and click on the save option and wait for it to load, and your connection is now added. All you have to do is select the AI model that you want to use. There must be constraint in using the newer model for free tier API keys, so you should stick with the 2.5 flash or any of the 2.5 options. Next, you have the messages, which is where you'll enter in your prompt. So you have to click on the add item, then you select the role that basically you'll select the user role as you're sending in a prompt. So it's supposed to be a user message. Then you'll add the add item in the parts, and here you can select the message type, which is either text, file, function call, etc. So it's a text. So select the text, and here you can enter in your prompt. So that was basically how you can configure the API Google Gemini AI module. But let's switch back to our normal one. So I'm going to cancel this one, and I'm going to delete this module by right clicking on it and selecting the delete module option. And now I can add in another module. So you can't just add module by this add button. If you double click on the empty space, it will add a module, and then you can select the type of module that you want. So I'm going to search for Gemini again and select the simple text prompt. Now this is very simple and easy to use, so it is also a very beginner friendly alternative. You just have to select the prompt, the model from this drop down, and then you can enter in your prompt here. So this is the prompt that I'm going to be using, which is describing how I want to create content calendar for 10 days based on the topic, that is fitness from home, and it should include day number, platform, content type, etc. And then it should return only a valid JSON format, because if we have the response in text format, there is no way to edit that. And if even if there is a way, you have to add in a lot of modules to do so, and this is an automation process, so it is better to have output in certain formats only. So I'm going to save this prompt, and now I'll add the next step, that is the parser. So to add that, I'm going to add another module and search for a parser, a JSON parser. So you can search for JSON and select the parse JSON. And now here you have to create a structure for your output data, which should be similar to the one that you gave in your prompt. So first select the JSON string, that is the output from your Google results. So this is the Google module, and these are the variables in it, and you have to select the result variable, and then you can click on the create structure, and here you have to name your structure. I can call it the response structure, after which you have to specify the items. So I'm going to click on this add item, and then you have to enter in the name of your item. Like the first field in our prompt was day number, so we are going to add that day number. If you want, you can add the description or even the type, but we are getting data in JSON, so it is all in text format. So you can select here whether it's required or can it be multi-lined. So just like that, you can add in all the items. So I'm going to do that. So this is my structure. I've added in all the fields that I want, and now I can simply save it. And after that, you can save this JSON parser as well. Now all that's left to do is to add your Google Sheet. So you're going to click on this add another module button and select Google Sheets, and here you have to select the add rows option. Now to connect this, you have to again click on this create a connection option, where you'll be asked to sign in with Google to connect your sheet. So do that and authorize it. It will require permission to see, create, and delete files from your Google Drive, and you'll end up with something like this. Now, for the search method, select the enter manually button, and you can add in your spreadsheet ID and spreadsheet name, or you can stick to the search by path or select all option as well. So let's select the search by path option, where it will ask you to select the drive folder where your file is located. So let's select my drive. First of all, I have not yet created the spreadsheet, so let me quickly create it. So here I have a new spreadsheet. I'm going to name it content calendar December 25, and then I can simply save it, and it will be saved to my drive. Now all I have to do is copy the ID which is in the link itself, So after this t slash till the next slash, this is your ID. Just select it and copy it. Now coming back, you have to add in the ID from your sheet over here. Well, you can click on this add button and it already gives you all the files that are in your drive. So just select that instead. But if you don't get this option, you can go to enter manually, and here you can enter the spreadsheet ID that you just copied, and then you have to type in the sheet name where you want the row to be inserted. So let's go back to our path method, and here you have to add in the sheet name again. So just select from the drop down, that is sheet 1. Does this contain header? Yes, it does. And then you have to select all the values that you want to add. So our first value was the day one. So if you click on this text bar, you'll see all this JSON value that is being parsed. So select the day number option. Then for the second one, it was platform. Then the third is content type. And the fourth is content title. And the fifth one is the caption. Now all you have to do is save this and it's pretty much done. Let's save this workflow, and I think we should add in a module to send the mail after our sheet has been updated to notify that the content is added. So to do that, let's add another module and search for mail option. And here you have send an email. Here again you have to connect it, so create connection, sign in with your Google account, and now our mail is added. So let's add the two, that is the mail for the receiving email. So I'm going to add in my mail ID. I've added the subject. I've selected the body type to be collection of content, and here I can add body content and add in the text, that is this here. Hi team, this is to inform that the content sheet has been updated. Now I can add in an image which I don't have any, so let's just save it and we are all sorted. Let's save this whole again, and you can auto line this. Next, now you have the option to run this every time you receive data. So to do that, you have to turn on this here and you have to select when it is run. Either you want to run it in an interval, or you want to schedule it, or just run whenever the data is received. So I'm going to select immediately and save it. Now what I have to do is select this hook address, and if I go to another website tab and simply hit this, it says accepted, and here our workflow is running, and you can see it has completed this step and it is on this step here, and our workflow has ran into some errors. So let's see. It says that it is not a valid JSON, so I'm going to ignore all the data errors and I'm going to run it again, and this time I'm going to run from here itself and use the existing data, and this time around it has succeeded. So let's first go and check out our sheet. So this is my sheet, and you can see here I have all the 30 ideas for my content, and now I can simply convert this into a table to keep better track as well. So let me do that to make it look also better and to organize it. Now let's check our mail. And yes, I've received 30 mails because we have set add rows one by one. So after each row is added, I get an email. So that's my part. All I have to do is remove this add row option and change it with a batch row, and then I can continue with this workflow as well. Now simply I'm going to save this workflow, and this scenario is being saved, and this is the history of the scenario. So that was basically one example. So you can use multiple module options from these scenarios and create multiple scenarios which can be used as your agents. Now you can create AI agents using this scenario, and here's how. Go to AI agent after saving your scenario and click on the create option. And here you have to add in a connection by simply clicking on it, So let's start fresh. Create an agent, and then here you can select it and you can name the agent, like I'm going to call it content calendar. And then you can select a model. Then you can give a system prompt that gives the description of your agent, that is creates content calendar for you, and save it. And now here you can add the scenario as your tool. So click on this add and scenario option, and here you'll select the scenario, which is this one, and describe it. Calendar, this is content creator scenario, and I'm going to add it. Now you can save this AI agent, and if you start building another one of your scenarios, if you create one, and here if you add a module and select AI agent, which is this run an agent option, here you can choose the agent, and here you'll find the agent that you just created, that is the content calendar, and it will add in your tools, that is the scenario. So you can basically nest all your scenarios on top of each other and create multiple useful scenarios. So if you want to create an AI agent of your own, you can start with a few basic blocks that are reusable in multiple scenarios and build over that. And if you don't want to build an agent on your own, you can use the templates which are available by selecting this template option from your sidebar, and here you'll find multiple template options, and you can even create one using your own scenario. So that was basically how you can use Make AI to create AI agent to automate your workflows.